Hi, my name is Gerhard Gschwandtner and welcome to Selling Power TV. I just got into San Francisco and I read this book on the plane, Changing the Sales Conversation by Linda Richardson. It is a great book. For those who don't know who Linda Richardson is, she's the founder of the Richardson Company. That's a sales training company in Philadelphia. And she really has three things to her credit. Number one, she's the person who single-handedly changed the mindset of bankers and shifted their reality from being service providers to being salespeople. And that's a fundamental change. Number two, she has been the pioneer in changing the conversation from selling services or selling products to become a consultative seller. And a lot of people still call themselves consultative salespeople. But now she realized that buying and selling has changed again. And in this book, she explains the shift from consultative selling to insight-based selling. Essentially, she's defining what is insight in the book. And I was really curious, and she uses an analogy. A good conversation is like a refrigerator. When the door opens to cold realities, a light goes on. I think that's a beautiful way of phrasing it, because that's what insight is all about. But then she goes a step further. She cautions us that not all insights actually lead to awareness. And that's where we need to do a little bit more work as salespeople. We need to make sure that the customer understands the awareness and the customer trusts us with that awareness, which means that we need to back up our claims and our data with something that's verifiable. The other thing that's wonderful in the book, she talks about heat mapping. So what is that? We have so many social media tools available, and you know them all. And she lists about 15 of them in the book that you can use to create your own heat map. So now, what is a heat map? When you look at the maps that you see during the election, you see some red states and blue states. And she similarly suggests to create a heat map. And let me read that to you. This is really interesting. Heat mapping is the term I use to describe the new need dialogue, to underscore that because of the changes in the client's buying habits. So the need dialogue, while it's still critical, no longer can be confined to discovery questions. And that's where the conversation needs to shift. So heat mapping uses insights and knowledge to turn up the heat and raise the visibility of a business challenge where you believe you can bring value to your client. Well put, Linda. Linda also has written a book on sales coaching. So it was no surprise that she actually creates a coaching guide for sales managers that can coach to those new skills, which is really invaluable because when you think about training, and she is a superb trainer and she teaches at Wharton, so when you think about training, training doesn't stick unless sales managers coach to the new skills, and that's vital. The final thing that I'd like to share with you in the back there is an insight statement template, which is really great because it helps you as the salesperson or as the sales manager create a conversation map that you can use to make all your conversations more productive. So I give this book 2 thumbs up. Great job, Linda.